Rejecting the easy path, humanity has chosen to build a society based on human technology rather than relying on the fal'Cie. A provisional government has replaced the Sanctum, and a scientific organization calling itself the Academy searches ruins for ancient technological secrets. One such site is on the shores of Lake Brescia, where a giant war weapon has been unearthed.
When reaching for the future, we sometimes fall into the past. As we gaze upon events that cannot be changed, our hearts grow bitter with regret. And you, my dear Sarah, will you encounter your past here? How will you choose to deal with that pain?
This is Cocoon.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, check it out. You can see the ground above us.
Wow. So this is how Cocoon looks from the inside.
That's right, I forgot. This is your first time here.
Yep.
What is that?
Look out! Get up!
An arm?
Yeah, and not looking to shake hands, I'm guessing. okay?
Yeah.
Visible giant.
Hostile located. Engage at will. Paradox effect confirmed. Targeting Atlas. Fire!
That was exciting.
Guess it's over. Huh? It's the army!
Friends of yours?
Attention intruders. Surrender immediately.
Taking you to headquarters. Move! These are the infiltrators? They look like Sith who took a wrong turn. They were right there when the giant started moving. Probably have something to do with this paradox effect. Huh. Think they might have caused it? We'll soon find out, and dig up any intel they've got on Atlas while you're being detained as potential suspects in the unsanctioned activation of Atlas. Come with me, and no funny business.
We're being treated like criminals. But it's just a misunderstanding. Stick to the truth and we'll be okay. And smile. Smiling usually helps.
You're going straight to Academy HQ. They'll drag the truth out of you.
Why'd you lock us in here?
You're under suspicion of interfering with Academy business. You two came up on the Grand Elevator?
Huh? The grand what? Sarah, what's he talking about?
He could be talking about the elevator that's supposed to connect Cocoon and Pulse, but it's still being built. It's going to be finished next year.
You're confused, miss. It was done last year.
Last year? Did we move forward in time?
I'd say 2 years have passed, at a guess. Since what was scheduled for next year has already been built last year.
Sarah, is that you?
Hey! Watch yourself.
Thanks. Oh, Sarah! It is you!
You know them?
Uh-huh. Alyssa Seidel.
I'm an Academy intern. I heard you apprehended our 2 observers, so here I am.
I hope we can forget about this little mix-up.
Strange world, stranger events, unfamiliar faces, an uncertain future. They speak of anomalies, of a strange energy that warps time itself. Things that shouldn't exist here are appearing near the gates. Things that shouldn't happen are happening. They call this phenomenon the paradox effect. And if you think about it, that term could apply to our existence in this age as well. Lightning, how will I find you when I don't even know when or where I'll end up next? Rain.
Oh. I'll supply you both with comm devices. Right this way, please.
Thank you for your help. I was just wondering, have we met before?
Oh, no. Sorry about all that observer nonsense back there. Lucky for us, that soldier was so quick to believe me.
So what's your story?
I'm Alyssa Zidell, an Academy trainee, and this is where I'm going to make my big discovery.
That's not what I meant. What do you want with us?
I'm not sure I want to tell you yet. You'll just have to trust me. Right this way, please. One squeeze of that giant hand.
Rain isn't artificial. It's the real thing. I forgot how good it feels on my skin. The army has a rough time fighting the monsters in the rain. We're heading deep into the ruins.
You know, I think we may have really traveled into the future.
Then we're better off keeping quiet about where we're from for now.
You'll need an ID to travel any further into the ruins. Here, take this communicator and keep it with you at all times.
So I'm curious.
Yeah?
Just why are you helping us anyway?
I saw you two. I saw how you got here through that thing.
What, you mean through the gate?
Yes, it is a kind of gate. It links to another world, doesn't it? Ooh, nice to finally have some clue what these things are for.
So basically, helping us out was almost like part of your research. But you still have questions.
I do have questions, yes. About the gate and about the paradox.
Yeah. But with Atlas throwing his weight around, the ruins will be closed off and there goes the chance to get your answers.
No, go Popo.
No problem. We'll take care of that giant for you.
You will? Great!
researching Atlas's power source. With all the Foul Sea dormant, Cocoon is suffering an energy shortage.
What is it? What's wrong? Go-go-go!
Yeah?
Maybe I should take a sick day tomorrow.
We asked the Army for help with this investigation. It seemed like the only reasonable thing.
The disturbance originated far away. The sergeant always brings rain.
I don't want to go back to the Phantom days.
Don't talk to strangers. Stay away from Atlas.
We scientists don't even know how to...
I want to understand the ghosts of the past.
The Academy's top priority is finding an energy source to replace the Foul Sea.
Maybe I should take a sick day tomorrow.
Who's the Joker that said it's gonna be sunny? They shot a movie here a while ago.
I would very much like a sample.
Why did you offer to stop the giant?
Because we can't let Atlas shut this place down. We need to search the ruins. There might be other gates we can use.
Like the gate to Valhalla?
Exactly. And how...
What? The monster turned into crystal.
Servant of time, daughter of chaos, unto the world unseen, the untamed you guide.
What do you know?
Look
It talks.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Guide the Untamed?
Your power over monsters, Kupo.
Over monsters?
Now that you mention it, Lightning had monsters fighting with her in battle.
You can do the same, Kupo.
Okay. This power, can you show me how it works? I want to learn how to protect myself. Might as well start now.
Kupo?
lost their power, human science is all we have left to rely on.
Another gate, huh? Figures.
And we need an artifact to open it, right?
Right. Key, something that doesn't belong.
On to the next.
It's Atlas!
We've detected a large energy surge in the center of the ruins. Another unknown device has appeared.
Did the device appear along with Atlas? If Atlas is a weapon built by humans, they must have designed a way to stop it.
And that machine showing up is no coincidence.
Right.
Two choices. We try that new device and hope it controls Atlas. Or do it the old-fashioned way and fight him head-on. No regrets, no looking back.
Hey, Mog, what do you think about all this?
I think I like Sarah more than I like Noel. Kupo.
Ouch. You know I have feelings, right? machine. Must be it.
Where are we?
A time labyrinth, Kupo.
I think we're inside the paradox.
Oh no.
We have to figure out the labyrinth and its puzzles before we can get out. Kupo?
The machine's working.
Let's see what it does, yeah?
Let's. Hope this actually lets us control Atlas.
All we can do is pray.
Please work.
Finally! Can you hear me now? It looks like Atlas is starting to slow down a little.
Sounds like we did something.
Some say that time is a box full of possibilities. Until someone from the future peeks inside, the past remains uncertain. You know what I think? Maybe weird. And I think this paradox... phenomenon is happening because someone in the distant future can't decide whether or not to flip the lid.
And not looking too happy. So how'd we do?
We did it! No!
I'm on it! Hey!
What the?
How did we get here?
No! Look out!
Move!
I think I found his weak spot. Ready?
Do it!
Wait for it.
Now! Whoa, now what?
The paradox is dissipating. I wonder what caused the paradox effect.
This is just a theory, but I think there might be someone out there derailing history and bending the timeline. That's why Atlas and these gates are appearing out of nowhere.
Who would do something like that?
I don't know. Someone who has the power to change history. And since we can use the gates, we'll have to stop him.
This ability to control monsters and use the gates. Could it be a gift from lightning?
We'll just have to find her so you can ask her yourself. Alyssa, we took Atlas down. That place you were looking for is right in front of us.
That's great news! I'm on my way!
There's an epitaph. Here lie the innocent victims of chance, cast out and cast down. May their souls find the path that leads them home.
Cast out. These must be victims of the Purge.
This is it! This is the place! I thought I might be... But that's not my name.
Then whose is it?
Kupo.
It's my friend's. She died here, running from the Purge. And me? I'm one of those who survived. 5 years ago, the entire town of Bodum, it was wiped out by the army. I was there, visiting my friend. Then everything went to hell. We ran and hid with the other fugitives. But just as the troops were pulling out, that's when the ceiling of our hiding place collapsed. Ever since then, I've had the same dream. I'm trapped under rubble. It's dark. I'm in pain, and I can barely breathe. The next thing I know, I rise out of my body, and I'm standing before this grave. And the name written on the stone, it's mine. After seeing that image so many times, I started to think that maybe I did die back then, and the life I'm living now is just an illusion.
Alyssa, you feel that way too?
Well, you seem real to me.
Real enough, I guess. Even if they all forget, I never will.
Neither will I. I can never forget. The events that scarred Alyssa were started by Lassie. If I had never become a Lassie, if I had never made those mistakes, then the Purge, well, it may never have happened. Lightning, is there any way to make up for the suffering we've caused? Can we ever give back what we've taken?
Okay then. I think that wraps things up for Alyssa. Now for our little quest.
Right.
Let's find an artifact and open a gate.
So, where should we look?
Well, now we've cleared up the paradox effect. It's possible those sneaky artifacts have come out of hiding. Let's try searching those areas we couldn't reach.
Time for some Moogle magic. Kupo!
Huh?
Mog, you can help? You're a lifesaver.
Kupo Kupo! Go, Mog!
Way to go, Bobblehead.
Kupo?
Nice, Mog.
Koopa Koopa! Back to the gate.
Yes. Yes, it worked.
Popo.
Sarah, you okay?
Popo.
It's nothing. I'm fine, really. Just tired, I guess.
Right. Somehow I kinda doubt it's nothing.
We unraveled the paradox and continued on to another time, another place. But why had these gates appeared? Who had tangled the timelines, and for what purpose? We still didn't know. Why am I able to fix these temporal anomalies, bend monsters to my will? Why do I have this power at all? I'll keep traveling with Noel, knowing that we'll find you eventually. So Lightning, if you're watching, do what you can to guide us to your side. I hope we land right in the place where Lightning is waiting. Where do you think we'll end up this time? The future? The past?
I have no idea. With all this jumping back and forth, I'm not sure I know which is which anymore. But the past is what makes us who we are. Defines us as people. The future that we're aiming for, that's the thing that can change. No matter how bad things have been, without that past, I wouldn't be who I am now.
That makes sense.
So Sarah, you shouldn't feel like you're wasting your time. Even if we don't arrive in Valhalla, there's still value in every path we take.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But hey, I won't complain if we do end up there. All this running around is exhausting.
Hey, make up your mind.
Just be honest with yourself. If you are, you'll be sure to arrive in the future you want.
Sarah, forgive me. That was a past you never should have had to deal with. But now, because of your courage, the timelines have one less knot to unravel. If I could, I would thank you for what you have accomplished. But I can't. Not just yet.
Human society continues to develop. Machines once run by the fal'Cie are now powered by human technology. Driving the progress is the Academy, which has grown to take a leading role in affairs of state. Under its young leader, the Academy is working to solve the paradoxes that warp the surrounding space-time. At the heart of the distortions is the Yasha's Massif. Its skies...
People always say, the future will be better. They believe the hardships of the present fade with the passage of time. And so we hope, waiting for a future brighter than today. But Sarah, remember this. As you walk towards a brighter tomorrow, you have to look back to your past. The path you have walked to reach the here and now will give you the courage you need to hope.
It's so dark.
In ancient times, the fal'Cie devoured the light, darkness cloaked the sky, and the earth knew only night. This must be the eclipse.
You know what this is?
Dead 500 years ago, a massive fal'Cie appeared. For a while, it blotted out the sun and turned everything dark.
If that happened 500 years in your past, then this must be 200 years in my future.
Right. But something's wrong. Look, the eclipse is only affecting this small area. That shouldn't be possible.
Okay, so you're saying this could be a paradox?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh. This reminds me of stories we heard, that there used to be a great city on Grand Pulse. I bet this is what these ruins are.
What happened to it?
No one's been able to figure that out. We were more or less locked up inside Cocoon. We never had much opportunity to learn about the world below us. Our scientists have only just begun to study the mysteries of Grand Pulse.
The conservatives who still believe in the ways of Cocoon must be unhappy with the Academy.
I like the benefits, but working on clothes... I don't care if things are bad. I'd rather be on Cocoon.
There seems to be a rift between the ones who stayed on Cocoon and the ones who moved to Pulse.
food is so much better than on Cocoon. It's strange because as a kid I was told that Pulse was some kind of hell.
I like the benefits, but working on Pulse really is nothing.
Go, Mog! Are we not allowed to go inside?
I'm very sorry. Only persons on official Academy business are permitted beyond this point.
Oh.
Maybe this will count as official business!
dead?
We're being dragged in!
When monsters like these are cornered, they cause a space-time vortex to appear. An electromagnetic shock usually shuts them down. It's been a while, Sarah.
Hope? Is that you?
I'm grateful you remember me.
Who's this?
Oh,
Director of Academy Research, Team Alpha. Hope Est, I'm at your service. And you must be Noel.
Nice guess. Who told you?
You appeared here with Sarah some years ago at the Brescia ruins. Subsequently, we analyzed the gate and forecast your reappearance at this location. To be honest, I didn't really believe that time travel was possible. But here you are. I'm really glad you're safe. For me, it's as if time has stopped. Everyone I knew is gone.
Hope.
From your point of view, it's been years since you last saw Sarah.
Not just Sarah. Snow as well. And Saz and his boy. You all disappeared from my life. It's been 10 years now.
I never thought...
When the paradox occurred some years ago, I thought if I could solve it, maybe you would all come back.
Director Hope! There you are! What were you thinking? Taking off and leaving me all on my own?
It was a shock seeing Hope grown older than me. But he was still the same Hope I knew. Lightning, Hope listened to my story without saying a word. I told him about how I'm the only one who remembers your smile on the plane of Grand Pulse. I told him about how Snow set out to try and save you and Vanille and Fang. And I told him about Noel. Noel from the future.
There's something I want to show you both. We can continue our conversation as we walk.
I'll show the way.
Shall we?
Tell me, Hope, what made you join the Academy?
A sense of duty. Vanille, Fang, Lightning, they turned to Crystal so that we might live. It was an enormous sacrifice.
My sister and the others. I think they wanted to preserve life. They gave us a chance to live again.
Magic?
Oh. Whoa.
The military's getting a bit...
Time travelers, huh?
Let's see. What's next on my agenda?
No positive results as of yet.
Oh no, I'm not going to make it!
So, those are the visitors from the past, huh?
I'm working hard today.
Let's see. What's next on my agenda?
Somehow I always seem to miss the action.
Kids nowadays, yell at them a little and they...
But that document...
Guests of yours, Director? Watch your step in there.
Thank you.
Isn't the Academy a research institute? Why do you need so many soldiers?
Without the fal'Cie around, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And that means guns.
The time distortions spawn hostile creatures. Until we can resolve the paradox, we need military force to repel threats. These armed patrols are essential for our safety.
I can't comprehend how people used to live here.
It's hard to believe it's really been 10 years. So much time has passed.
Hope, do you still think my sister is trapped inside that crystal pillar?
I always had doubts, and it wasn't just me. Saz had them as well.
Really? Saz too?
Yes. He couldn't believe that lightning would just up and leave Sarah like that. After all, she was the one who said we shouldn't face things alone, that we should stick together. I'm glad to see you're doing well, Sarah.
So Hope, have you heard anything from Snow?
Nothing, I'm sorry to say. Not a single word. Not since he left on his mission.
No sign of him for 10 whole years? Sounds like we're not the only ones traveling through time.
You might be right. Considering Snow's uncanny ability to find trouble, he's almost certainly aware of these temporal aberrations. I wonder how the others are doing.
I wonder how Saz and Little Dodge are doing.
We've been out of touch. Saz took Dodge to live on Grand Pulse, and he was flying airships the last I heard. Then suddenly they both disappeared. I searched everywhere but never found them.
Look at us, all gone our separate ways.
Yes, and I can't tell you how much it means to have you here now. Saz and Snow may have set off on different paths, but I've started to think that, in the end, we're all headed towards the same goal. It's been 10 years already.
This is some kind of ancient city, right?
The city of Padra, or so we believe. It was the center of a great kingdom built by a nation known as the Farseers.
The Farseers? You're telling me there used to be enough of them to build this entire town?
According to our research, we believe they constituted an entire nation. A polity that was ruled by a Cirrus.
Can you see me now? Standing here in this place?
So this nation, Padra? Their leader was a Cirrus, right?
Yes. The Cirrus would read the fates, see the future, and guide her country.
Yule.
Any records of their culture or lifestyles?
Here.
Thanks.
You've traveled through time. I suppose it's not surprising you know about these things. The power to rule was passed down from one Cirrus to the next. She was always called Yule.
If they could read time, why did they die out? Surely they could see the danger coming and do something to avoid it.
No, they were destroyed because they could see the future.
Why?
The Cirrus Yule foresaw the future destruction of this city. Some citizens wanted to try to avert the disaster. Others felt that they should simply abandon their homes and run. A few fell into despair and took their own lives. The divided populace clashed. The nation was torn apart by civil war.
Being able to see the future is awfully dangerous. It can mess with people's heads.
Tell me about it. The nation fell apart, and the survivors fled into the wildlands, avoiding contact with others.
Huh. So you know the story.
Oh! Come on, Director Hope! I want to show them! It's okay to show them, isn't it?
This way. Here. This is what lies at the heart of our paradox. The Oracle Drive. We've been giving it careful study.
But how did you...
Wait. You know of these devices?
Oh, well, yeah. I've heard of them. In books and stuff.
The Oracle Drive appears to be some kind of recording apparatus from ancient times. We've excavated a number of the devices. However, the recordings depict things that cannot be possible. Perhaps you should see for yourselves.
This is how it works.
The device was excavated from an ancient part of the ruins. We used carbon dating methods to determine age. The device and the recordings stored within are several centuries old.
But it shows lightning.
Someone in the past recorded this vision of the future. Perhaps it was the seeress Yule herself. What we're concerned about, however, is this. You'll have to excuse the image quality. Yes, I think so. We need to conduct further analysis to be certain.
Is it broken?
No. We've tested both device and data, and everything is nominal. Yet, when we try to view the recording, we get this. Perhaps it's not the recording that's broken. It's the immediate space-time in which we are located.
You mean it could be the paradox? Because the surrounding space-time is twisted, that might be directly affecting the device. So, if the paradox is eliminated, space-time will return to normal. Then we could see the prophecy and find out where my sister is.
Yes, I believe so.
Right.
Here.
An artifact.
This object serves as a key, is that right? We try to make it work ourselves, but with no success.
Yeah, we can use that to travel across time.
Then you may have it. I think it'll be far more useful to you than us. Here.
During the years that passed as we traveled outside time and space, Hope had devoted himself to his research, trying to unlock the mystery of the paradox. If the gates are the cause of the puzzle, they might also be the key to unlocking it. But I wonder, am I getting closer? Will I find lightning in the end?
Time to find that gate.
It was in the ruins.
There's plenty of room here on Pulse, but I still
If only the pay were a little better.
There's no way I could live in a place like this.
Here. This must be the gate Hope was talking about.
Maybe. Yeah? What?
There's something on your mind.
Yeah, well, sure, but it's just personal stuff.
Is it the Oracle Drive?
I guess you could say that. Kind of. But not exactly.
In that prophecy, it really was lightning, wasn't it?
Well, we can't be sure of that.
Okay, let's solve this paradox and find out. Sound good? Something had been bothering Noel, and it had been ever since we heard the story about the Padre Cirrus Yume. But, of course, he wasn't the only one who was troubled. Was it really lightning I saw in the flickering images of the prophecy? The only way to find out is to go through this portal and solve the paradox.